Doesn't it make you proud to be Scottish?
It's shite being Scottish! We're the lowest of the low! The scum of the fucking earth! The most wretched, miserable, servile, pathetic trash that was ever shot into civilization!
If we seen the drummer walking down here, we would pull knives and try to stab him. We'd grab him and I'd punch him.
I think there'll always be gang fighting, like places in like Easterhouse.
Some warm soup, heat me up, so I don't froze to death.
Society isn't fair. You can't have everyone in society with the same amount of money because it doesn't work like that.
Scotland is a perfect example of how you don't look after your welfare state.
Why face reality? I'm 20 years old. If something really scary happens, then reach for a joint.
I know that I won't forget you, for I've loved you too much for too long. Though you don't want me now, I'll still love you till the breath in my body is gone. That's how it is with me.
Right now here in Eastos,
And you'll always be
unemployment very high.
the only love I ever knew.
The average pay a week from income
I'll
supports,
forget
say
many things
£37.50.
in my lifetime.
It's not enough to live on because you've got to pay certain things off us.
I won't
So you have to turn to crime.
forget you.
There's never been anything to do up here, and anything that has happened has fell through, or there's not been enough money to fund it, and boredom mostly. I've tried most drugs. I still smoke cannabis. I drink. But I've tried heroin. No dragon. I chased the dragon once. I've never took it again. I never will. One of my brothers died overdose.
It starts from school, I think. When you dog school, you don't go to school, and you have to go to children's panels and that kind of thing. You go to try and get a grip on your life and try to go back to school. But if you don't, you're in with some other crowd and they're doing it.
My other brother, he's turned schizophrenic because acid and other street drugs fucked up his head really.
And you're kind of you're getting dragged into it. And the more you keep staying off school, you're getting dragged into it even more if you hang about with this crowd.
Shadows fall, and you're wondering who to call. For a little company, there's always me.
My father was brought up in Barrowfield. That's just down at Celtic Park.
And you're wondering.
That's a tough bit of Glasgow. Very tough.
Scott, you drink cider?
My mother's 56. She's an old woman. She can't put up with all this.
He's like getting chased and that.
Chased? We just thought about anything, you know what I mean? If we bump into him, then they try to fight them. There's nothing we can do about it. Since my brother got to jail, Robert, she's had enough worries since he got to jail. He got to jail on his 18th birthday. and didn't go out to his 90th birthday. So it was a full year in jail. She was panicking.
That's police. It's the CID. They're out here. They're probably looking at the car and that one of them that's going on. Barry, don't stare out.
Where are they going?
They're standing outside there, they're walking up and down.
As long as he continues to get into trouble, if people come looking for him, then I'm going to have to stand by him, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to watch him because he's my wee brother.
Come on, help these boys. Hurry up! Can't even leave them.
That's a shame.
In Easter House alone, there must be we've found about 8 different gangs.
Hurry up!
This area here, it's in the middle, sort of get stuck in between the lot. We can't really go anywhere. You can't go to the swimming in case the ball get you. You can't go to school in case the drummy get you. I'd rather no fight at all, but I'd rather, if there was going to be a fight, I'd rather use my hands and feet, but you don't know what other people are carrying, so if someday, I wouldn't pull a knife out unless one get pulled out of me first. But I usually always carry one.
Let go. Let go. Get a fucking, you know, fucking do ye. Oh, for fuck's sake. Mario. What are you pulling that?
Between Drummy up there and Aggro here, there's always been fighting between them. I thought I was born. But we us growing up, seeing the older ones getting up to fight, we look up to them and say, I'm going to be like that when I get older.
Come on, Sloan!
It'll always continue to be that way.
These are old graves, old tombs from the 19th century. And there's a man sleeps inside this one. I'll get in and see him. What's your name? Ian. Have you noticed anybody else in here?
No.
I'm looking for my pal. His name's Jack, right? He usually does the big issue and that. He was skipping down Bell Street, next to the hostel.
I know his name, Jack.
Will you keep your eyes open then if my pal Jack comes up? Will you say to him I'm looking for him? Because you tell him I'll get him down the wayside. Because I always go down there and get something to eat.
A lot of people have to sleep in places like closes. They have to sleep in flat stairways. They have to sleep in old lanes, in the streets, park benches, and also there's even people sleeping in graves. When people have to sleep in these conditions, they're lucky if they live until 47. And usually people are about maybe 75 or something when they're... So they're actually halving the time of their life.
Now we're going to go inside the skipper. It's 2 lads, Jack and Gary. Right. This is the conditions that these lads are living in. No, you're out making money, right? And then the next day it's a vicious circle. You're back in the same situation again, innit? Because your money, if you're on drugs and that, and you're homeless, your money's away like that, innit? And you're back in square one again. As much as you've got in your pocket, you'll spend. You'll use it in drugs. How can you possibly help yourself with a drug problem when you have to in a place like this? It's bad enough. It's bad enough trying to get off the drugs, like lying in a nice, comfortable house. Right, thank you, right?
I'll be a Sunday, John. Play football.
Right, mate, see you later. Some shit, keep me warm.
see who I know.
Same with this Major, he managed to do fucking something. He just sits in that house all day with his cup of fucking tea.
John Major.
I think he could do something.
There's lots and lots of things that can be done to help the homeless, but there's nothing getting done. All that's happening is, see the population, the homeless people, it's rising and rising and rising the whole time. See this time a couple of years ago, there was half, and it's going up and up and up rapidly.
Tangerines.
Some tangerines, fresh fruit to keep them fresh.
£1 if you want a haircut.
What are you at the house for?
I smacked my stepfather.
What way? What way?
My fist.
Your fist?
Aye.
How long ago was that?
Beginning of the year.
Beginning of the year? Did he deserve it?
Aye, he was hitting my wee sister.
Hitting your wee sister? What age is she?
8.
She's 8. This building, this is the old dance hall. It used to be an old ballroom in the olden days. Inside there, it's offices. I use one of the offices as a sleeping place. I've got an old settee in it, a couch, and there's a heater in there, and it keeps me warm.
The world needs Britain, and Britain needs us. The world needs Britain.
I do believe that Scotland has been betrayed by Margaret Thatcher.
What do we want? Independence! When do we want it? No! What do we want? Independence! When do we want it? No! What do we want?
That took away the housing benefit, that cut unemployment benefit, that closed the industries. Scotland is a perfect example of how you don't look after the people in society, your whole country collapses. When there's people living on the street, when there's people who can't get a job and have no future of your job, the fight must go on and it won't stop until there's all the homeless off the street, until unemployment, until there's jobs for all. And it is possible. People say it's not possible in this capitalist world for this to happen, but it is. You don't have to be a raving red communist to do it. You don't have to hold extreme socialist views to make it happen. You just have to have a firm belief in social justice for all. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I come from a working class background, so I've always felt a sense of loyalty to people in a similar position, and especially those who don't have a voice.
Wakey, up. Come on, hurry up, I've got my work to go to. Come on, quickly.
I'll go to college.
Are you burning these incense sticks again?
Uh-huh.
I'm Karen Thompson. My parents work hard to give me a nice upbringing so I don't have to worry about such things as money.
Is that us? I'm going to put the hoover on if you don't move.
There's lots of good adverts going out now from the Scottish Health Board, trying to inform parents that, you know, the drug problem is not junkies now, it is, you know, your kids in your house. I mean, my mum doesn't know about it. It's not in the schemes, it's in nice middle class areas as well.
Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers. Pack her ass, my good man. Time to kick back, drink some beers, and smoke some weed.
No access.
I smoke hash, and I've smoked hash for about 2.5 years. And it really hasn't hindered me in any way in my education. I think it's helped me because it's helped me realise how creative a person I can be.
Can you do your stance for the battle begin, the way you're going to do it?
Thanks, man.
Did you get any vehicle?
11.
I personally smoke a lot of hash. I don't know why that is. I think it's because I like it and I can afford it. Because I know that all my friends love to smoke hash. We all smoke hash together. We'll all get stoned, we'll have a good time, whatever. But they tend to smoke not as much as me, just because maybe they can't afford it in the amounts I can, because I like to smoke every day. I said to one of my friends once that I had an obsession with hash and I was addicted. And he said, no, Karen, you're not addicted, you've just got a great big love affair with it. And I think that's true, because I do love hash. You know, it's a wonderful thing. It just makes everything so much easier to deal with. When you smoke hash, it can take you to a very nice place in your head. And no matter what your external circumstances are, it can make you feel good if that's what you want to feel. And you can have a bad time on hash as well. You can sit there and gouge and feel, you start whiting, you start being sick. You say, oh, I don't like this anymore, I don't like this anymore. But I've smoked hash for that long and smoked that much that when I get that feeling, it's just like, no, put a good thought in your head, you know? And you got to really work at it. You know, it takes a while to control your substance.
Skinning up outside is the most difficult thing to do in the entire world, especially when it's windy.
Yeah, you can feel it kicking in.
Yeah, it kicks in. It's like an extra wee feeling.
Separating slightly.
Yeah, just going somewhere in your head, almost like reaching an outlook or something. I think that's what I get.
Maybe a sort of separate version.
I think boarding school encourages individuality. You have to learn to be self-confident. You have to learn to stand on your own 2 feet. The rules are quite tight, I suppose. There's no smoking, no drinking. You get expelled for drugs. You get expelled if you're caught having sex. I was born in England, 1978, but I moved to Scotland when I was about 2. My dad works in business in Europe. My mum stays at home most of the time. Have a nice time getting your swimming trunks, guys. I've been boarding since I was 14. Next year I hope to go to university. Hopefully Oxford. That's quite presumptuous of me. It costs I think £12,000 a year to come here. Okay, you're paying for the name, it's a very famous school and you have to take the prestige with the school, but I think you're paying for the advantages. You've got superior technology perhaps, you've got very good music facilities.
1, 2.
The school caters for all children, all abilities. But no, it's a great school, lots of opportunity. They encourage people to make the most of the opportunities they've got.
Dead? Wait, dead.
What a lesson. They encourage independence. They encourage exploration of you as a person. Could you be a bit more animated, perhaps? You have to explore what you want to do, the kind of things that you enjoy, and then you can focus on them. It probably is unfair that some people can afford to go to a private school, but society isn't fair. You can't have everyone in society with the same amount of money because it doesn't work like that.
I need to do something, man. Every Saturday just go to football and cut one of this fucking boredom shit out.
Get a job.
A job. Fuck's sake, man, I'm that used to fucking drinking on it. So I mean getting a carry out. Never mind a job. Me finding a job, I'd be a pure shock, I would die, man. Work. Was that a brewery day and I seen these about they're looking for jobs and all that? It's like, man, kidding. So I said to her, I just want to get a big carry out, just sit in the house and drink it and that's it.
I'd like to go back to the pubs again.
Nah.
I might get a job at stuff. Christmas stuff.
A good drink, man. You need a drugs bit, man. Fuck that.
Love them.
Drugs out the window, man. I hate the word.
Like buckets.
That's Stuart McLean offered me something, smack or something up in Glory's house, aye. And I was like, fucking up yours, man.
No, I take drugs because I suppose there's nothing else to do. If I had a job, I wouldn't take drugs. I mean, I'd have to get up in the morning and I couldn't lie about all day and whatever and do what I wanted, so I wouldn't take drugs if I had a job. If I had something to get up for and go out and do and earn money for. But it's not as if I've not tried to look for a job. I've been trying for ages. I've been trying since my ma died in February.
When I was 18, I stayed in the house for 2.5 years. I'd wake up in the mornings, right, say about 11:30. I would get up, have breakfast, get washed, put clothes on. I'd have a snooker table and I'd put a snooker table in the living room. I'd play snooker for about 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And I'd put a snooker table back in the room, get my dinner, go in for a bath, come out of the bath, watch telly, go to bed, and then the next day I would do the same again, and again, and again, and again.
I don't know anyone whose parents are unemployed. I don't have any prejudices against people. I think it's just I've only met one area of society, as it were.
Can I have some peas as well, please?
Perhaps that's the disadvantage of being at a school like this. You don't tend to meet so many people who, vastly different to yourself.
They were really nasty to me in English. They wrote notices to stick up behind my head.
It'll be a big shock when I leave.
Can I have 30 copies, please? I'll get 30 copies and that'll get me £30 and that's money for food to keep me the day and things, Copy the big issue, ma'am. Like to do us a favour, buy a paper, don't be shy, give it a try. Copy the big issue, help the homeless. Copy the big issue, start help the homeless. Copy the big issue. A lot of people walk past you and ignore you, and it annoys you. See, when people do that to me, I can't just let them walk past. I've got to make a remark because it makes me feel stupid. Copy the big issue, help the homeless. Copy the big issue, help the homeless. Copy the big issue, ma'am, help the homeless. Thank you. And I always say to myself, I would never do that big issue, man. That's a poor embarrassment. But whenever you look at it, it gets you money, doesn't it? Like to do us a favour, buy a paper, don't be shy, give it a try. Copy the big issue, help the homeless. Hopefully it'll pick up anyway and start selling all my copies and make loads of money. Copy the big issue, sir, help the homeless. Having a nice day, aye. Right, sir, thanks a lot, right. Thank you, I've got 20 pence change to give you. Right, thank you, you have a nice day. If it wasn't for the big issue, I would have no money. I would have to go and steal, commit crime. Copy the big issue, ladies, help the homeless.
It makes you angry. You see such a human waste in the housing schemes. You see young people with such potential and they're not going anywhere. And their lack of self-confidence is quite distressing and upsetting because they see their mothers and their fathers who have never had a job. So what future do they think they have? Scotland's young people are Scotland's future. It's as simple as that.
I mean, I don't take any other drugs other than hash. I don't take ecstasy or speed or anything, but my friends do. I think ecstasy and speed, from my own personal opinion, I don't like them. I think they're bad drugs. But saying that, my friends take them. My friends like them, and it's their choice because it's their bodies. But I like to know what they're all on. I like to know how they're all feeling. So if anybody's having a bad time, then you catch it early enough to try and help them. Because you can die on these drugs. You can die of ecstasy if you're allergic, you don't drink enough water. You can die off speed as well. You can just have a bad time and collapse and all that.
What kind of nation are we going to be living in if everybody's on taking drugs? If everybody's addicted to drugs, it's going to be like zombies walking about. A lot of people start having cannabis, they smoke cannabis. After a while, the cannabis doesn't affect them. They don't get a stone off it anywhere, so they move up to a higher drug. and then before they know it, they're addicted to maybe injecting drugs, and then there's no turning back. That's the end of the line, and it's in the gutter. The reason that I'm homeless, right, is because I met Joanne and I got her pregnant. And my stepfather didn't get on with Joanne, so I can't just leave Joanne with nowhere to go. Now she can stay in her mum's temporarily, right, but she doesn't want to stay there permanently. So what I've got to do is find a flat for me, Joanne and the kid.
Every morning I get up and I go, right, I need to go out and get a job. I need to go out and get a life, and I need to stop drinking, I need to stop taking drugs, I've never really had money, so it's always been something I've wanted to do, is have mine. Something I could spend and never have to worry about anything. I don't want to be a millionaire or anything, but I'd like to go out and earn my own. Travel, see people, meet different people.
My girlfriend's pregnant, right? I just want to start a family and be happy and settled in. Just lead my own life. But if Robert continues getting into trouble, then I'm going to have to help him.
We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do.
So I'll always be involved in it somehow, but I will get away from it sooner or later.
Girl, there's a better life for me and you.
I don't know what I want to be in 10 years. I certainly don't plan to be married with children in 10 years. I'm very ambitious. Whatever I decide to do, I want to be the best at whatever it is I do. And I won't take second best. I'm second best at the moment, and that's it. I'll be the best from now on. It's determination.
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, I feel passionately about being a Scot, but I feel passionately about that Scotland will survive and more, that we can survive as a country socially and economically.
The world needs Britain, and Britain needs us.
What do we want? Independence! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Independence! When do we want it? That's it! Fuck's sake! What's it?
Some people hate the English, I don't. They're just wankers. We, on the other hand, are colonised by wankers. Can't even find a decent culture to be colonised by. We're ruled by effete arseholes. It's a shite state of affairs to be in, Tommy, and all the fresh air in the world won't make any fucking difference.